Welcome to HEDVA23, a meditation on Behalos'cha, the 12th of Sivan, 5781, May 23rd, 2021. Before we start, I want to just go over a few points of why we do the same process in each meditation. And that's, we do some breathing, we do some visualization to relax our mind and our bodies. And the reason why we do this is because when we use the breathing techniques to relax, we lower our brain waves, beta, or maybe even to theta. And by doing so, we start to influence the autonomic nervous system and gain control of other bodily functions. We change the neurotransmitters in our brain. We change the hormones shooting through our body, which create elevated emotions. And depending on what we think about, meditate about, by doing this, we attempt to make permanent changes in our mind, body, and soul. So it's not just learning a Torah concept and being inspired for a few minutes, and then going back to our daily routines and adding stress back into our life that are old programs of the past or fears and worries of the future. And instead we get present. And when we get relaxed enough, we become bittul, which means nullified into the oneness of God, literally. And when we remind ourselves that nothing exists but God, and that this world is a creation by Him where He hides Himself, and then puts us here for a reason, for a purpose that only we can do collectively, but you do individually. When you get to that place, all possibilities exist. But what we really want is the possibilities of a greater future in the present moment. What do I mean by that? We want to align our minds and heart together into what's really true about the existence of the world and why we're here. And when we do that, we become one with each other, one with the world, with one purpose, and that's to make this world a dwelling place for God, fully revealed with all our senses in three-dimensional time. So when you're ready, let's begin. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. You can either sit up or lay down. And when you're ready, please close your eyes and stay as still as possible. The goal is to stay awake. But the body can fall asleep. Mind awake, body asleep. So when you're ready, please inhale through your nose for a count of 4. Hold it for a count of 4. And exhale for a count of 6. Again, inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4. Hold it for a count of 4. And exhale for a count of 6. Again, slowly inhale through your nose for a count of 4. Hold it for a count of 4. And exhale for a count of 6. Continue to breathe in a rhythm like this. Inhale through your nose. Hold it. And exhale out your mouth for a count of 6. Now when you inhale, I want to make sure, or you want to make sure, that you're expanding your stomach up to your chest and right up into your head. Practice that. Inhale, feel your stomach expand, your chest, and up to your head, and hold it. And exhale out your mouth and relax. Again, inhale through your nose, expand your stomach, your chest, up to your head, and hold it. And exhale out your mouth. Now I would like you to HEDVA breathe. Slowly and deeply inhale for a count of 8, which is ches. Hold it for a count of 4, daled. Exhale for a count of 6, vav. And relax for a count of 5, hey. Again, inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 8. Hold it for a count of 4. Exhale for a count of 6. And relax for 5. Don't worry too much about counting. Just get into a rhythm of breathing deeply in through your nose. Hold it. Exhale out your mouth. And relax. Again, inhale through your nose for a count of 8. Hold it for a count of 4. Exhale for a count of 6. And relax for a count of 5. Continue to breathe in a rhythm Again, do not worry about counting. Just get into the rhythm and listen to what I say. Ein od milvado. There's nothing that exists except God. God was, God is, and God will always be. And since God created the world 5,781 years ago, He has not changed at all. And right now, there is no past. There is no future. There is only right now. God is recreating the world every moment. Every moment, He is putting His godly energy into all of creation, including you. And He's doing this every moment with purpose. And that purpose is good every moment. But we don't want to have to look for the good. We want it to be revealed to us. And the time has come for it all to be revealed. You are a soul temporarily inhabiting this body of yours. And this godly soul is a part of Hashem. And it accepted the mission to come down to this world, to be inhabited in your body at this moment in time and space. But time and space is also a creation. But to God, and to the soul that each one of us has, there is timelessness and spacelessness, where all possibilities occur in any time and place, past, present, or future. Alter Rebbe says that a Jew in this world has to live with the times. How do we do that? Our soul is beyond time and place, time and space, and at the same time, so to speak, within time and space. But our purpose, our mission is to bring the spiritual into the physical, and that's time and space. So, what is our instruction? It depends on the week. And this week is Behalos'cha. And in this parsha that we learn a little bit every day until Shabbos, we learn how Aaron HaKohen lit the menorah in the Beis HaMikdash. Every day in time and space. Shlomo HaMelech, King Solomon says, the lamp of God is the soul of man. If you look at a flame, and I want you to imagine you're looking at a flame with your mind's eye, what does a flame do? A flame constantly flickers upwards as if it is yearning to leave the wick behind and ascend to the heavens. The flame is just like your godly soul. On the one hand, it's constantly flickering and yearning to go back to its source and be one with its source. But it's connected to the wick, and the wick is the body, which also contains the animal soul. This is who you are. Your soul longs to be one with God, but it also sometimes needs reminding that its purpose is here, connected to the body. And sometimes, because of the stress of everyday life, we get blinded by our outside environment, and we forget that our soul is naturally doing two things at the same time. It's yearning to be one with God and wanting to animate the animal soul and body to fulfill a purpose here in the world of time and space. So every day, Aaron HaKohen had to light the menorah to remind us every day to wake up and become conscious of our unconscious. Every moment of every day in time and space is an opportunity to remind yourself of this godly purpose. So now I want you to work on that within you. And we're going to play the change game. I want you to imagine that you're waking up in the morning and you're about to go about your normal routine. You wake up, wash your hands, go to the restroom, and all of a sudden, you're reminded of that familiar feeling of some situation in your life that causes an emotion that is not loving to you. We are so affected by our thoughts that our bodies react unconsciously. But the more you become aware of these unconscious thoughts, of who you really are, the more you begin to change. So when you get that familiar feeling that causes you a little bit of anxiety, say, change. Become a new person. Every time you become aware of that unconscious thought and you say change, you remind yourself, today's a new day. I am a godly soul in the body. I want to be happy. And I want to fulfill my purpose here. So now you're taking a shower. And all of a sudden, that familiar feeling comes back. What do I have to do today? What's stressing me out? What problem do I have? And you got that feeling without even realizing you were thinking about it. And again, you say, change. I'm a godly soul in a body here for a reason. Now you're getting dressed and you're going to work. And you get that familiar feeling again. Some limited feeling. Some lie that you tell yourself unconsciously, like a program. You feel a little tightness in your neck. And you say, change. It's time to change. And you take a deep breath. And you remind yourself, you're a godly soul in a body here on a divine mission together with everybody else. And only you can do your part. And this world was created for a reason, with a purpose, and that purpose is good. And it's time to reveal that goodness completely. This is the message of the menorah. Every day is a new opportunity. And every day, Arna Kohen lit the menorah to remind you that you are a soul and a body. The body will follow your soul. You just have to command it to do so. And that's what you're doing now. So with your eyes closed, I want you to imagine a world of peace and tranquility, the end of suffering, the end of disease, the end of pain, the end of war, the end of death. The day is coming, and I want you to imagine it now. I want you to feel it now. It's real, and you can feel it now if you imagine it, because the body does not know the difference between what is happening in your outside world or what is happening inside your mind. It will follow you. Imagine that world now. Imagine the world of peace, good health, prosperity for all, and reunited with our loved ones in this physical world, with souls inside a physical body, a healthy body. Can you imagine that? What do you feel in your heart when you see it? Do you feel joy? Do you feel gratitude? Sit with that for a minute. Be grateful for the opportunity to be a partner in creation and make this happen now. Because for you, right now, it is actually happening. And when we do this together and practice it together, we will make it a reality in the physical world now. Can you memorize this feeling? Because I'm going to instruct you soon to open your eyes and come back to beta consciousness. But I want you to memorize this feeling. And any time during the day where you get a contrary feeling in your body, know that you unconsciously thought of something that is contrary to the truth of who you really are. And I want you to say change. And you may say change 1,000 times during the day, but you will reprogram yourself to live in the reality of the way reality is supposed to be. The more you become aware of your unconscious program that is contrary to the truth of who you really are. And every day, or even every moment, you have the opportunity to do this. And that's the message of the menorah being lit every day in the Beis Hamikdash. God bless you. Have the best week of your life. And if you have the time, I recommend you do this every day. It will transform your entire being, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. I love you, and God loves you.